Hi guys, my name is Becca Hammond. This is for Sally's Rec 100 class about our paper that we chose, and I chose to do it on the career paper and talk about being a full-time park ranger. To be a full-time park ranger, they've changed the requirements in the last year that you'll need a 4-year degree in something, or it helps to have it in something in conservation, so biology, forestry, and pretty much so on. I'm fortunate enough to get to work in a state park already as a seasonal and really enjoy my job, and so on the end of this video I put some clips of that, but we'll get to those later. The other things required to be in a park ranger is you can't have any drug use. You do get tested. The interview process goes for about 3 months to 7 months, depending on what they're looking for. There's 2 ways to get hired. One is that you get hired by the state first, and they send you through the academy. Or 2, you send yourself through the police academy, your post certification, and then they do the ranger training as well. So moving forward, being a ranger is just a great job for a lot of people if they want to be working outdoors, communicating with guests, and really working on the conservation and protection of our state parks in Colorado. There's a wildlife department also hooked to working for CPW, but for the most part they just do wildlife and then parks just do parks, but sometimes they interact a little bit, which makes it even more exciting. Being a full-time ranger, you do carry a gun, and there's not always a lot of them on park. There is different ranks for your pay scale. You'll come in as a park manager 1, and then you can move all the way to the park manager 5, which is more of the administrative side and management side of things. Alright guys, so we're gonna jump into some of the stuff I filmed out at Staunton using the iPhone. Now this fancy computer here, my friend thankfully let me borrow, but here we go. The first one's gonna cover some of the regulations and kind of like on the scene of park ranger's job. As a park ranger, you're not only here to serve the park, but also to enforce the laws of the park. So, park rangers do write tickets. The most common one would definitely be dog off leash. Months we don't have much staff, so it's always everybody's job to check the bathrooms. Nice full toilet, see if there's the lid, clean, toilet paper, then separation. We also have a main trail rules sign, a map, and some other post-its that we put at each trailhead. We got our horse trailer parking spots. Yeehaw. We put cones so the other cars don't park in them. Many parks are filled of rich history and how they were created, and a lot have old cabins. Out here we do a lot of educational things in our cabin district, but just lots of old cabins out in the state park. So also as a park ranger, you need to know what kind of wildlife you're dealing with on the park, not only to keep the visitors safe, but also just so you have an idea when visitors are asking, like, what is this track, what is that track, it kind of adds a whole nother educational part to the interaction, and people love to hear about them, so it's super fun. So here's some tracks that I found throughout the park at Staunton. Like humans, animals like to have an easy way to walk, so these are coyote tracks. Lots of coyote on the side of our park, and they're very active, and I heard them yelping earlier, but I don't see them right now out there. Here's the everyday mule deer. Alright guys, we got some deer here right next to the mountain lion. kind of get an idea how big that print is. Nice and fresh. Lou, what do you have to say about the mountain lion?
He's really big. He's dang big. He's super big. I'm scared.
So I made a little visual to just show you how big this lion is. That's my hand on the far left or right. I'm not sure how it's going to come out. And then that's my footprint. And then the middle, though, is the lion track. So as you can see, it's easily almost the exact same size as my whole hand. Alright, up next you're going to see some of our ponds, but I won't ruin it. And just know that the last video is covering more of the ice rescue part of that. With ice fishing, with ponds, you need ice rescue suits. We also have 3 great ponds here at my park, but people like to come and ice fish, which there's no one out today. Not surprised, it's a little chilly. And then we have one in the back, but these 2 we keep stocked right here. So
I'm sexy and I know it.
At parks, also the managers create all these activities to run at the parks. A recent one that was added to Staunton was a track chair program. So the next clip kind of just shows you what the track chair is. Other programs that a lot of state parks may offer are like marathons, a lot of TV productions like to shoot movies out in parks. Let's see what else, like ice fishing tournaments, things like that. They're very common throughout all Colorado state parks, and it's the park manager's job to oversee those, pitch those to the board, and get permission to run them. So here it's time we have a new off-road wheelchair. Pretty cool things. Can go up, go down, spin around. Another huge thing on the educational side, on the interpretive side, is just Colorado Parks and Wildlife has a huge stockhold of just different kind of mounts and animals. So the next one I have is like an owl and a hawk just kind of chilling on a tree together. We use that one a lot for like events. We'll put it out, or like I said, educational things like maybe the Junior Ranger program. So, being a park ranger has many different sides, from the administration to budgeting to being out there for law enforcement to just the education to the conservation and protection of the land. And one of the best parts of the job is that you are protecting this outdoor land. So with that, you get to go outdoors and you get to go see what you're protecting. Even if you're on the administration side, they make it to the parks every once in a while to check them out. So here is a little quick snip, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video on the career of being a park ranger, a full-time one for CPW. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening or morning or day.